So here we are for our March energy and astrology reading. I'm so excited. Just the fact that it's nearly spring and there's already been a bit of sunshine, clearing away some of that greyness that I've been feeling since November. Dear me, it's been a long winter, hasn't it? So yeah, feeling very excited, very eager at the moment. I do have this sense of real ambition and hope coming through. Just a lot of excitement, really. New beginnings, all the things that are represented by March. So let's start with our astrology, and then we'll go over and do our energies with our tarot and oracle and just see what's coming up for us all. So it is a real time of growth, obviously, just by the time of year. So we're realigning and reforming with our own desires. So very symbolic at the moment of daffodils and shamrocks. So if you're seeing clovers, or if you're seeing daffodils around you, possibly not just out in nature, but I mean in pictures, cards, Facebook posts, whatever it might be, they're all messages coming through from spirit at the moment. They are definitely using the seasons to bring us messages. So really are going to be pulled this month to get on with the task at hand. So if through the winter months we've really had that period of hibernation and sort of I don't want to say idleness, because it's not, is it? But it is just that relaxing, rejuvenating, and it's been a bit of a hard slog to find any enthusiasm possibly. So definitely now this action taking place and we're feeling a bit more revived. So this is the most activating month of the year because we are moving into spring. Okay, so that season itself is going to be the biggest drive for us to get moving, to get growing and really make changes, bring changes in. So this is Aries season. We go into Aries midway through March. And Aries is the warrior. So you are going to be pushed to be that embodiment. So expect yourself to be stepping forward, stepping up, and a real sense of leadership within yourself coming forward. Can just be in your own life, but it may be in your career. It could be in your relationships and your connections. Really stepping forward into this assertive, powerful role. Okay, so definitely a time to be your own champion this month. It's a mix of letting go of the surrounding madness and then this inner calm. Okay, so you are going to be trying to take action towards things, and then sometimes you're going to know when to step back and just go with the flow. So yeah, this inner calm and a wild urge to throw everything out the window and then just start again. And there might be some aspects you know now are no longer benefiting you, and you're just going to be prepared to say, do you know what, I have to leave that behind and I'm going to move on. But it is, as I say, this assertive energy, the ability to know what is no good for you anymore. And you'll do it with confidence. You'll do it with a real, a real bounce in your stride. Okay, so we are going to witness a really rare alignment this month. Okay, now it hasn't happened. I've got it written down. The last time this alignment happened was during the Civil War in America, and that was 1861. Okay, now this alignment comes into place until 2026. So there is a huge shift this year, and this shift is going to see the universe demand people to rise up. Okay, so this is a collective feeling. So you are going to have a bit of a shake up. You're going to have to rise up, sort of put your head above the parapet a little bit here. So the universe isn't looking for a quiet leader, and we definitely don't have one across the water at the moment. We have this big shift here. Now this feels very much like the collective energy that's coming. We are going to have people stirring things up, making big shifts, some of which will feel very uncomfortable to us, and others that we will definitely agree with. Either which way, it's time for you to be heard, your voice to count. So it's not a time for following the sheep, following the herd. This is our moment as empaths and people who are awakened to step forward and speak our truth. Okay, now use your discernment there. You will know when that's the right time and when you need to, bite our tongue, as we all do occasionally. But this month you may be pushed to actually be voicing your opinion on things. There's no standing on the fence during March, so just be prepared. Okay, so definitely a time for going full volume, full colour, full everything, full blast. And then when you think it's time now just to go with the flow a bit and, you know, let the tide take you, then definitely just follow your intuition. Now, we start on the 2nd of March here with the Venus retrograde in Aries. So this is going to be a time to reevaluate your passions, your self-image and your relationships. Now, you're going to need to really focus on being assertive here and speaking your truth, as I said. Don't fear being direct. You know, I mean, don't be rude, but there's nothing wrong with saying it as it is, with love and kindness in your heart and with good intention, but definitely say the things you mean. Yeah, don't beat around the bush at this point. Now, the other thing is to not get too impulsive. Sorry, I'm just getting a message on my battery there. Not be too impulsive here. This is Aries energy. So we want to find our inner flame, our inner fire and desire, but we want to be cautious of that fiery side of Aries where we can be almost argumentative or aggressive. So in your connections, your relationships, just be mindful of knowing when you need to stand your ground, put your boundaries firmly in place, and trying not to go too far and make it argumentative or dismissive. Yeah, just not too aggressive, really. Now, we go through then to our full moon in Virgo on the 14th of March. So this is our worm moon, okay? And it's our final full moon of the winter season. So it's something to celebrate, isn't it? It's the completion of winter, and we now move into our season of growth and flourishing, and lots of change and transformation. So we need to be ready for that. So concentrate on getting yourself organized here. Focus on self-care and health. So let go of expected outcomes. Okay, there is an energy about this of change. So if you're expecting a particular outcome, don't be surprised if it doesn't come to you in the way you think it will. There will be a shift and there will be positive completion, but it just might happen in a way you're not expecting it to be. So definitely a going with the flow there. Now, Mercury goes retrograde. I nearly stumbled on that. On the 15th of March. Okay, so expect the unexpected there. And be mindful of misunderstandings, all the usual things with the Mercury retrograde where people might misunderstand what we're saying, we might be misunderstood, our text might be taken out of context, and definitely problems with our electronics, so phones, TVs, you name it. I mean, I think I've had my fair share this year, so I'm hoping that this won't affect anything, but yeah, just be mindful that things might be slow, they might not work as you would like them to at this time. Okay, so 20th of March is our spring equinox. It will be the beginning of our longer evenings, and I think it means we'll be having 7 o'clock sunsets in the end. I think we get to that point where it's like 7 and it's still bright outside, which is beautiful. So that's in the northern hemisphere, obviously. And the sun is entering Aries at this point. This is our full-blown Aries season. So this is actually the astrological new year. And if you're someone like myself who thinks our calendars have been slightly tampered with, then this would be our new year around this time. We would be entering the end of the winter would symbolise that completion period, and then the awakening and the restart for spring is our new year. So definitely celebrate if it is calling to you. Any sort of ceremony at that time would be really, really beneficial for manifesting things for the coming 12 months. Okay, so then we are going to expect this beautiful, fresh energy. Obviously, new beginnings, loads of motivation. This is a time to start new projects, to get going on things. I mean, we call it spring cleaning, don't we? But actually, it is just a time for making plans, readying yourself for the coming influx of growth and energy. Okay, then on the 27th of March, we have Venus retrograde, okay, and it moves through Pisces here. Now, this is setting the stage for a new moon solar eclipse. I believe it's a partial eclipse here on the 29th. Now, this is going to be a surge of boldness and intuition, okay? So really is going to be a period where you are feeling quite forward, quite not quite forceful, but you are going to really be following your instincts here, following your intuition, and definitely a time of your own initiative. You're going to have ideas flowing in. You're going to be really considering ways that you can push yourself forward. It's literally all about yourself this month, okay? So this is where the I am steps in. It's a phrase I really love, and it is just a month to really embrace that. What is it you want? What do you desire? Where are you going? So I am going to, you know, whatever it might be. It could be simple things like getting your garden ready for the spring, having a clear out. It can be ambitious, so that you're going to start a new business, you're going to move home. Any of those new beginnings that you want to see coming in, it's a really, really good time to start planning them. And planning means making something real. So we are manifesting our future there, okay? Don't just dream it. If you plan it, you've actually set it in motion to become real. So then on the 30th of March is this Neptune entering Aries. Now, this is the period that is going to bring about an energy of revolution, compulsion, and a collective need to fight for what's right. So this is that surge in this quite complicated but quite fiery energy. And as I say, you know, we're starting to already see that ramping up in many different areas at the moment. People really coming forward and speaking their mind, speaking out. And as I say, you're not always going to like what's said, but it is a time for that truth and that honesty. So be prepared for discussion. Let's bring back debate. You know, there's nothing wrong with disagreeing with people. And let's just learn to use this period to be assertive in our feelings and really understand what it is we think and we feel about these different things that are going to surface through this month. But a real time just to get to know yourself. Who are you? What do you want? What do you stand for? It's a very exciting month. As I say, it's a real warrior, passion-driven month to be experiencing, particularly if you are an Aries at this time or any other fire sign. So just be prepared to really feel like you've got your jetpack on. It's jet fueled this month. So yeah, hang on for the ride, and just be prepared really to go through those energies. A bit of a mixture, but mainly it's about you asserting yourself, asserting your needs, and just getting to know what those needs might be. Okay, so very exciting energies there for March. So let's go over now and have a look at what the Oracle and Tarot want to add to that astrological energy. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is actually pull a charm. I wasn't actually drawn to any crystals today, which, funny enough, the last few readings I've done, I haven't been called to use them. So obviously something has shifted a little bit at the moment. So I have held back on the crystals. Let's see what charm we have, or charms for March. Well, that's funny, I have the lion. Had that one again recently. Oh, we've got two more here. We have the scissors, and we have the train. Okay, so the first cards I'm using are the what are these called? I can't remember for a minute. Oh, the unknown archetypes card. Sorry, I went mental blank there. And we have the riddle. These are the mystical Lenormand oracle. So let's see what energies we have for March, please. What do we need to know? Wonderful. We have the dog. And we have the serpent, which is really interesting because it is the year of the snake. And actually the riddle reminded me of a snake as well. Okay, so again, let's have a look. These are the Sacred Traveller Oracle cards. Any messages for March, please? What energy should we expect? What do we need to know? That one definitely is showing. Any other messages? Help us navigate this month. Thank you. Okay, so we have rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present.
Okay, and we have protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. Right, now I'm using a tarot deck called the Before Tarot. I think I've used it for some of you before. Now these are images based on the Rider-Waite's Tarot, but they are imagined just before the original picture was painted or drawn. So energies for March, please. What do we need to know? Help us navigate March. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look what we've got here. So we have the Eight of Swords. Just going to move those out of the way, actually. Put them on there. We have the High Priestess. Beautiful. The Ace of Cups. And the Emperor. Really nice to have the Emperor and High Priestess together there. Real balance of masculine and feminine energies. Okay, now I'm being called to pull another card. I'm just going to ask which deck. What do you want me to... These ones? Okay. What is it you need us to know? What do you need us to know? So we have the Magic card. Your dreams are being realised and wishes granted. And we have Determination. Put your head down and keep going. Okay, my loves, let's go over then and have a look at those messages that have come through.
Right, so let's start then with those charms that we pulled. So the first one was our lion here. Now immediately I'm thinking of anyone who is a Leo. Now I feel like because you are a fire sign and this fiery energy in Aries coming in, this is gonna possibly kickstart that that real inner flame, that inner passion within you this month. So the lion representing courage, leadership, strength and bravery. Now it does also remind me of the Strength card in tarot, and the message on that card is to use your brains over brawn. So we don't always need to go in aggressively. We can go in and use our mind, our humour, and our wisdom to overcome any conflict or challenges. So really lovely message there, but definitely one of strength and courage and charging ahead, really, real leadership. Okay, our next one is the train here. Now, for some reason, I know it's a train, it's a steam train, but I got basically don't be steamrolled, so don't let people push you about. But I know it is a train, so that's just a side message, I think. So the train symbolises staying on track. Don't be distracted. Focus on your destination. It's very fast paced. You're going to get there quite quickly. It is a straight road. It may have bends and it may converge and come apart at times, but basically it's a smooth run. You will get to your goal. Okay, so this is a reliable, very consistent energy that's coming through here with the train. Now we have the scissors. Now the scissors to me, can be about cutting things out of our life, people, situations, behaviours. It's leaving things behind. Okay, so we're having this clear out, this declutter. We're having a trim, if you like. We're cutting off the dead ends. So cut away anything that doesn't serve you. This month it's really going to drag you down, and then we've got all this forward momentum. You don't want any weight pulling on you because it's just going to be a counterbalance to your energy. Now the other thing I always think of with scissors is that they only work when these two parts come together. So it could be a month of coming together in relationships, with colleagues, a connection, a collaboration of some sort here, but working together in union. Now I feel like that in our communities and as a whole, that we are going to have to pull together and work together through some of the energies that are coming up this month. It may just be a time to be around other people that you trust and that you can work well with. Okay, let's go over to our first card, and I want to go to the riddle first of all. Okay, so our riddle card here. Now, this is all about problem solving. So we're definitely this month, if there are loose ends that aren't finished, they're going to be tied up here. There's literally no ending, is it? It is like an infinity. So these loose ends are tied up. We need to make sure we've resolved any issues. Okay. Now, this is all about the complexities of life, really. If we look how complicated it is, it's interwoven. There's all these different elements and things involved, different people seeing it from different perspectives. So we need to confront these complexities this month, and we need to try and work through them. We need to try and resolve them. We need to come to terms with them, just understand them a little bit more. Now, this is about questioning assumptions as well. Don't just go on what you're told. Just because someone else says it doesn't mean it's fact. It's about questioning. It's about really learning your opinions. What do you think? Do your research. Don't just go along with the majority, because the majority sometimes are following in the wrong direction. If it doesn't feel right to you, then yeah, look around, look for other answers. Now, this is also about embracing the coming change. Okay, we've got this linking together here. And as I say, this is all interwoven together, all interlinked, almost like a cobweb. And each strand is a connection to different people, different places, and each one affects the next one. So this is all very interconnected energy here. Okay, so now there is something about our wishes being granted here, with the stars, the wishing stars, but it's something we have to see first. We have to know what it is we want to wish on, and we've got this again later on in our reading. But definitely keeping your eye on what it is you desire. What do you want? What is the next thing you're going to manifest? What are you wishing for? And then heading straight for it. Okay, so it may be a case this month where you're going to be heading in different directions to other people around you. We see all the different people involved, and they're all doing something slightly different. So you may find yourself going in a different direction, going solo, or going against the grain this month. Okay. The next card I want to go to is the dog. Oh, beautiful, loyal companion here. So the dog, I'm getting a lot of fire and passion, definitely loyalty, as I say, because dogs always represent loyalty. So again, it's looking at those connections that we have and remaining loyal and true to them. But, you know, say your truth, say it like it is. Allow your passions and your desires to come forward. And sometimes that's not always saying keeping the status quo. This is literally about owning it. Speak up, don't hold back. I'm really getting a sense of divination. I know this is a dog's ball, but to me it was a crystal ball. And then we have the pyramid here on top of the fire here. And I just got a real sense of something very spiritual. Okay, so explore your spiritual side this month. What does it mean to you? How much does it mean to you? Can you be more open about it to other people? Okay, and I'm getting like a flying carpet thing here. So it could be travel, could be movement. You could feel like weight is lifting from you as you're able to open up and spark a discussion here with the fire. So don't let time stand in your way. I'm getting that from the clock on top of the fireplace here. And definitely a sort of playful and loving energy. So when we are discussing our needs or our wants or our desires, and we don't, as I said earlier, we don't need to be aggressive about them. We can be playful and loving and have fun with it, even if we sort of make light of things with this lifting of the rug. But definitely a time to say the things that need saying. Sometimes we've left it for a while, haven't we? And we think, oh, I just need to say it. Now, the dog itself in this card represents the masculine energies. So I don't just mean a male, but it can be a son, a brother, a father, a husband. But it can just be our own masculine energy. Okay, so with the fire and the flames and that pushing forward to be direct and logical, and reason, be reasoning things, questioning things. These are some masculine energies that we might find ourselves in this month. Okay. Then we move on to the serpent or the snake. And funnily enough, she is, this snake here is representing the female. So we have that balance, and we have the moon and the sun here. So again, lots of balance coming through this month. We're going to have to try and pull on both the masculine and feminine energies within us. So our intuition, our nurturing, our emotions, there's the two energies trying to run parallel with one another, and it is a time a bit like the train tracks, trying to include both in the ways you're expressing yourself and in your actions this month. Now the snake obviously representing transformation and change, definitely getting rebirth here with the egg as well. So a shift and a change within yourself, really protecting ourselves, protect what we are, see yourself as the king or queen you are. You know, you own you. You can be whoever you want to be, and you stand proud, stand tall. This is, you know, this is your story. You're on top of this landmass. This is your story to tell, and it's the way you want it to be. So you get to choose. This is your life. Now, there is a period of possibly having to watch what we say, watching our tongue. Maybe we've got a bit of a sharp tongue at times this month, or there is the possibility of it. We might, you know, have a bit of a sting in the tail, or a bit of a bite that someone's not expecting. So yeah, just be mindful of that energy, but definitely stay balanced where we can this month, bringing in both masculine and feminine, but really protecting our identity, protect who you are and what you want. Okay, then we have the determination card with our badger. So again, another really strong energy. So this one is about put your head down and keep going. So our badger here is suggesting that we don't quit, don't give up on things, even if it feels like you're not getting anywhere. Bear in mind, we've just had this winter, we've had this hibernation period. Our badgers hibernate and is now coming forward. So this is a period where things are going to start shifting and changing. So keep going, show that determination and ambition, stay focused. I'm being told eyes on the prize here with our badger. Now the badger being black and white, again, very balanced energy. We're trying to stay centered, we're trying to stay grounded, but we are definitely ambitious and we have determination to get to what we want. And so the message here really is to not let anyone stand in the way of your goals. Keep going, and be a bit headstrong. Right, then we have the magic card. Now the magic card, very much similar to the riddle in that it is to do with dreams. So your dreams are being realized and wishes granted. So this card here, the magic card of our beautiful unicorn, is all about wish fulfillment again. So this is a month where we are going to start seeing the fruits of our labor. Some of the things we have been wishing for, wanting for, we're going to start seeing headway there. And it may not be that they're completely here because we can only see a part of this unicorn and part of its horn, but we definitely have a sense that they're here. We start getting a taste of it. We can see it's just around the corner. Okay, so it brings back that belief. Now, part of the message here, because we only have part of the unicorn, is that we have to really get clear in our mind what it is we want. It's no good asking for one thing and then having doubt or letting fear come in, because we're sort of giving the universe a mixed message. We're asking for something and then we're withdrawing from it. So if you want it, you've got to go after it. You've got to believe it. You've got to really set that plan in motion. And also you have to start meeting the universe halfway. Show them that that's what you want. Start making moves towards these things, whatever that might be, whatever your goal is. Start doing the things you can do to help you shift nearer to that. And obviously keep believing in the magic of the universe, and go and get them. Go and get it. It's coming for you. Right, okay. I think next I want to go over to the Sacred Traveller. So rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. Now I say rain in that way because I think I've had enough of rain, but the message here is that we are cleansing and clearing things away. Just like the scissors, we are decluttering, we are removing old beliefs, old patterns of behaviour, old friendships, old relationships. We're literally realising these things do not suit us anymore, and we're very ready and very able to allow them to wash away. Okay, so time to let go of some stuff, declutter. Also, this card comes with a message to physically use water to cleanse yourself. So whether that is having a nice bath with Epsom salts, whether it is go for a swim in the sea or the lakes, or just get out into the rain when it is raining. It's a really good way of cleansing our aura, actually, is just a bit of rain. And if you can't do any of those, just open the window when it's raining or run the shower. You know, you can just stand in the shower, but just running a shower, you're producing negative ions in the water. And if nothing else, those negative ions are going to help ground your body. They help remove all the positive charge that we pick up all day, and they help alleviate that stress and that tension. So definitely using water to physically let go of these old things, the things that no longer serve us really, and anything that's not supporting what we want in the future. There's definite movement here, definite change. We've got this waterfall in the background here pushing its way through, and like water, it's unstoppable. So even if you think you're going to hold back, I don't think the universe is going to let you. You're going to be pushed through this month because of the strong energies around us. So anything you think, oh, I don't know if I want to let go of it, there will be something put into place that makes that decision for you. Maybe the other person will make the decision. Maybe it's something you'll lose. Or something you can no longer hang on to for some reason, but it's going to be forced through, I'm afraid. So protected by angels, beautiful card. As it says, we are being guided. We do have a plan. And this card comes through really to say, just go forward without fear. You are heading in the right direction as long as you're following your instincts. If it feels right and your gut is telling you this is the right way, you might have meaningful coincidences, you know, those synchronicities, those angel numbers. You might be feeling a sense of a certain way, then follow it. You cannot go wrong if you follow your instincts. And sometimes, even if that leads to an obstacle or a challenge, that is a lesson. It's there for a reason. You will overcome it, and the lesson is to overcome it. So definitely follow your gut. And also that inner guidance is your navigation system with people, with decisions, with food, everything. Literally, your body will tell you everything it needs you to do. And another message here is that just remember that as you are being guided and following your light, you are an amazing example to others who are struggling, and they can do the same. So that light in you is going to guide the way for others. So let those angels guide you, feel their presence, and if you're ever really stuck, then just ask. They will answer you. Oh, I've got, my battery's dying, isn't it? It's because I yak on a bit too much. Okay, let's go over to this tarot then. So we have the Eight of Swords. Now the Eight of Swords is about being stuck in a situation that we can't see a way out of. We feel blind to something, we can't see something. We feel like we're being held back or we're trapped. Okay, so the message here from Spirit is that you need to unrestrict yourself. This is often our own doing. It's our own beliefs, it's our own thought pattern that allows us to get stuck. But you are safe. We've got home, we can see the home in the background here, the castle. And actually, if she just wiggled her arms, she'd be able to get free and remove that blindfold. The tide has gone out. She's very safe here. She's got time on her side. So there's no need to rush here. But definitely a time to break free from our own thoughts, our own fears, anything that is just holding us back at this point. Okay, so time to walk away from something. Open your eyes as well and assess a situation. If you aren't sure yet, just take that extra time to really look at it, really spend time, introspection. What does your gut say? What does your instinct say? Look at it from a different perspective. Okay, but really assess this situation. Now, also with this card, we have a second person here. This can be about a person who's holding you back. So this can be at work, it can be in a relationship, it can be within the family, it could be a friend. But is somebody holding you back that you can't see yet, or you don't want to look? Sometimes it can be that we're ignoring a situation or choosing not to see something that's right in front of us. So really it's time to assert yourself, have a look and see about the things in your life that are potentially holding you back. Okay, because if you can let go of that, then you're going to be immediately in this Ace of Cups energy. Now the Ace of Cups is all about new beginnings, often about new love, new connections, new friendships, very much emotional feelings that are coming in, brand new emotions, very positive. The saying with this card is your cup is overflowing. Okay, so your cup's overflowing with blessings. Now this particular version, we have a cup, we have the fish jumping from the cup, which is from the Page of Cups actually, I believe. So it's unexpected energy, something unexpected that's going to bring you a very pleasant emotional feeling, an emotional sense of fulfillment is coming into you. You've got to let go of those things that don't serve you, okay? Rise up from the mud like the lotus flowers and blossom. You've got to let go first. And as we know, the lotus grows in the mud and murk and the crap. So you've got to let that go, and then you will blossom, you will shine forth, okay? Now, this cup overflowing is the emotion of blessings, it's abundance, and it's also new opportunities. So if you can let go of those things that are holding you back, these new opportunities are going to flow to you, and they're going to be like a gift from the gods. Literally not going to see it coming, and it's going to bowl you over. This amazing sense of harmony, happiness, vitality, a real sense of just bubbling over with pleasure. Okay, and our final two cards, which again feel very, very linked, are the High Priestess and the Emperor. So let's start with the beautiful High Priestess here. Now, this is a lady who balances intuition and wisdom. She is night and day. Again, we've got this duality, this balance here, the black and white, male and feminine, particularly because we have a very strong masculine card and a very strong feminine card here. So definitely balancing our inner emotions, our inner roles, because we're all made up of both masculine and feminine, trying to balance them out. Can also be your relationships, if there are male-female relationships. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic relationships. This can be if it's you and a boss, it can be you and a parent figure, a child figure, a friendship, okay? But somebody of the opposite energy. And again, these aren't always genders. You know, there's plenty of women who are very logical and methodical and assertive, and likewise lots of males who are very intuitive, full of empathy, and very nurturing, caring. So again, this isn't gender specific. But here our message is to use your instincts, listen to your inner voice, okay? Even if it means going against what other people are saying this month, you have to follow your inner guidance. Be led by it, okay? Allow it to lead you. So that inner guidance is going to lead you forward. It's really going to pull on you. And I think you're going to have very strong intuitive downloads, particularly with this protection by the angels coming through in this reading. Now, linking that is the Emperor. Now, the Emperor, as I said, is the masculine energy. He is someone who takes control. He makes decisions. He totally got everything in order, okay? He's an amazing provider. He's a protector, a great role model, a wonderful father figure. So someone you really want to lead, okay? So when these two cards come together, this is about leading forward this month with both structure and intuition. It's that balance of our inner world and then taking action in the physical world. So we do need to be logical and methodical, but we can use our intuition to guide us on our logic, okay? Because making a decision, we have to base it on what's right for ourselves, and then we can apply our logic of the real world to it and our structure. So definitely this month, while you're making decisions, while you're making plans, whilst you're heading forward in a direction, we need to use that wisdom, both internal and external, okay? So we're doing our 3D real world around us, and we're doing our inner guidance, that intuition, that spiritual download, using our higher self, okay? But also our life experience. Be guided. Now, this can be authority figures around you or parent type figures, mentors. These people may be around you this month, and it's a real time to tap into them. Ask for help, ask them to guide you if you're at all stuck, okay? So very strong messages there of balance. Definitely a time to be keeping ourselves in that mixture of energies. Now, just like the astrology reading where it was saying there's this mixture of drive and ambition, and focus on your goals, what you want, but also this keeping an inner calm about yourself, and keeping grounded, and sometimes just allowing yourself to go along with the flow, but knowing if that deviates from where you are, then that's time to step outside the box. So all the time you're going with the flow when it feels right to you, and we're compromising and we're maintaining that normality, that real world 3D world. But at some point, if it feels like you need to change tracks, then at that point you need to step off and be assertive and really be truthful to yourself. Very strong energy coming through here. As I said, it is a warrior energy. Being part of a community, being part of families and friendships and connections is a very, very intricate and delicate balance of people and emotions and differences. And this month is going to push against that slightly, because we're all having to be a bit more I am focused. We're having to think about ourselves. We're having to think about our future, our plans, what we want, who we are, and how we're going to express that. So as I say, that might rub people up the wrong way a little bit, but just be careful, be mindful of how you're expressing that, particularly through that retrograde period when we can misunderstand things, our context is wrong, or it comes out wrong. So just be mindful of that. But don't be afraid this month to feel like you're being pushed into more of a leadership role. You're being pushed into the spotlight, and you're going to be definitely pushed out of your comfort zone. But there is this energy behind you, this oomph, this push forward. So if you're already feeling it, which I definitely am, this increase in energy, this desire to get things done, definitely I want to start acting on things. And I definitely feel that there is hope and a bit of uncertainty. So there is that mixture of excitement and anticipation, but don't fear it. Step strongly into it, boldly forward. So embody that lioness, that lion into your soul, and keep heading forwards. But just remember that guidance of brains over brawn. Feel those emotions, weigh it all up inside, and then that's when we need to speak with logic and with a bit of delicacy, I would say. Yeah, maybe we have to just be mindful that we don't get fiery with it. But yeah, lovely energy. Very different from what we've had for the last few months, which has been quite a laid back, slow, almost like a snail pace, isn't it? This has been ramped up hugely now that Mars has gone direct at the end of March. The end of February going into March. So that is the catalyst for the change, and then obviously everything heading towards Aries. So hold on tight. Good luck. Let me know how you get on, and we'll ride it together in a very a very strong and empowered way. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope that you find March to be a wonderful, wonderful season of growth and new vitality, new energy, and just that abundance of joy coming in, and life coming back, that rebirth. So good luck, and we'll speak very soon. Bye.